Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do.
Good morning everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing okay. The time is currently 6:45 and if you know me, it's the middle of the night. I am up this early because I have a wedding today. It's one of my family friends. It's the hen do that I went to the other week. And I look a little bit tanned, a bit orange, because I've got some fit tan on. But I'm up at this time because I'm getting my makeup done by someone that I went to school with that does makeup, because I decided last minute that I need some help doing it because I can't make my makeup last all day. Oh, I am tired. Like, I thought I'd be more tired than I actually am. Not too bad, but yeah, she's coming round at 7. So yeah, I'm gonna bring you along for some of the day with us today. It's going to be me, Mum, James and Rob. His girlfriend is going to join us later on in the evening. But yeah, I'm really excited for today. It's going to be good. I've no idea what I'm doing with my hair. Look at it right now. I've no idea what I'm going to do, but yeah, just wanted to kind of start you off in the morning. And welcome back to the vlog. Hello guys, I probably look like a completely different person right now, but I've had my makeup done. I'll show you properly later, but she's done a really good job. And like, I don't know if I explained this morning, so I can't remember because it was literally at the middle of the night when I woke up. But I just explained that kind of like I'm getting there at doing makeup, but I'm not good enough to make it last all day. And like, I was kind of having like a bit of a breakdown the other day, thinking like, how am I going to do my makeup? Like, and I want to feel really great today. Like, I want to feel okay. And I'll be completely honest with you, I feel quite good today, which I'm so happy about. I might not be saying that like later on, but I do feel quite good today. I'm excited for today, and I feel like I'm in a good headspace today, and I just really want to enjoy the day as much as I can. So yeah, I'm really glad I got my makeup done. It is currently 9:45. So the plan is today that we're actually staying over at the wedding venue, so we're there all day. So the wedding starts at 1:30. We've actually got a room, which is really good. It's got a fridge there, which is good for my TPN. So I'm connected to my TPN right now. It is actually just finished. So my plan is I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to be off my TPN all day. Then I'm gonna sort of like enjoy the day, and I've kind of already explained to you guys about that I don't really drink, but I kind of feel like today I might have a couple of drinks, and this might be hard to explain to anybody how I managed to get drunk, but I am gonna do an updated video on food and drink. But basically, I'm sick all the time. I vomit whether I eat or don't eat. I've told you this before, but things do stay in me for like a period of time, whether that be half an hour, whether that be 4 hours, like the same amount of stuff comes up because it doesn't go down. I'm going to enjoy the day, and then later on in the evening I'll watch the first dance in the cake cut, and then I'm going to go upstairs, do my TPN, then come back down. The only frustrating thing is because I want to have a couple of drinks, I need to do my TPN earlier, because I can't do my TPN when I'm a bit tipsy. It's not safe. So yeah, I'm going to be on my backpack at an evening do at a wedding, but it is what it is. Like, it is what it is. So that's my plan. Realistically, I could just not drink at all and just do my TPN just for a good sleep. But yeah, I just think I might actually have a couple of little drinks today. Don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. I'll probably taste the first one and be like, no, I don't want to do this. But yeah, I'm not gonna have many, but that's my plan. So I've packed all my TPN stuff. I've got a suitcase for overnight, and I just need to pack my TPN like literally like just before we go. But like I said, I've got a fridge, and the drive's about 45 minutes. So I'm just gonna put it in one of them cooler boxes that you guys have seen before. So next clip, you will see what I've decided to do with my hair. I think it's literally just going to be exactly how it usually looks, curly. I've got little bangs at the minute, so don't know what I'm going to do with them because I don't know how to do them either, but we'll see. We'll see. So we are on our way.
Hi!
So we're getting to the venue early just because...
Surprise! Surprise! Surprise!
Getting to the venue early because we're checking in. So we've got everything in the car. I've already got dressed, but I just need to like put my heels on and stuff and sort my hair out because it looks looking a bit wild.
Take the next right onto Old Clitheroe Road.
Not seen James in a while.
I thought there were a
Hibernating.
there then.
I was quietly protective of my heart to reassure that I couldn't break to pieces and be left alone once more. If you hadn't been so patient, you...
I'm gonna cry.
Just pulled up now, so we're gonna get out, go put our bags in. Mum needs to get dressed, so
I
does
need to
Rob.
get to this.
They need to get dressed, but we're prepared.
Thank you, brother. Woo!
So we just got here now. Look at this accommodation. It's actually so nice. Rob isn't ready yet.
What do you mean? I'm ready.
One bedroom. You're not claiming the double bed? I thought you'd have claimed that.
No, this was supposed to be free and Rob, wasn't it?
Oh, right.
I thought this was a double bed. It was only me.
Oh, there's a biscuit.
No, like that. I'm gonna get two little...
Mum's packed the essentials.
It's actually Greg. Oh
Oh, Mum. 7 years bad luck.
no! I've more than bloody 7 years already.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, look how nice it is. Fair enough. So we're staying here for one night. These are the boys.
Sir.
Okay, I have not worn heels. Them two are just trying to iron Rob's shirt.
Trying and failing.
I have not worn heels in a year, and before that I hadn't worn them for a long time, so I'm a bit concerned I can't walk in them, and they're not the smallest. So I'll show you my outfit properly in a minute, but I got the whole thing from Vinted for under £20, like the whole entire thing. But we have to be like at the mingling bit for 1 o'clock, so we've literally got like 50 minutes. So we're fine on time, but I need to put these on. How much taller am I than you? Oh dear.
You should see.
Got these for the evening time, so I don't need to take my shoes off. I'll show my dress up in a minute. However,
Yesterday.
okay, I kind of think I'm ready. So let me show you my dress. So this dress, £4 off Vinted. Okay, shoes, I think they were 5. I can't work that out. So that's £9.
Quick math.
This was 2, which is £11. Oh, actually, my whole outfit's £21. And then I got this scarf, just in case it's chilly, just so you know. Do this. This was a tenner. This is the most expensive thing, however.
Why bring it up?
We had a bit of an issue this
Why
morning.
bring it up?
Come here. No. We had a bit of an issue this morning.
With a bit in it.
And we ironed the scarf. It's got a hole in it. It was James. But I said I'd have done the exact same thing. We don't honestly iron ever, we just put crease clothes on. So
Boom.
we're not the best at ironing. But yeah, it's the whole outfit, £21. And I purposely got it so you can't see the line. Okay, just had our meal. Glasses on. We're about to play bingo. Wombo's bingo. Bongo's bingo. Guys, so I know I said I weren't going to film like a lot of the day, but this is just a little update. I've just come back to the room to do my TPM. So I've all connected now. And I just kind of feel a bit like there's a lot of people here tonight. Let me place you on top of James's vodka bottle. Are you going to stay on there? So dress is still okay, but I now have this on. And I've always been one of them people that are like, you know, it is what it is, I'm fine. But there's a lot of people here and I'm getting a bit like apprehensive about it, if that makes sense. But we do kind of just have like our own little area that we're sat in. But I am gonna have a couple of drinks now, I think. Don't know, just gonna let loose, you know. I say that, I'm gonna have one drink and be like, absolutely not, I can't have any more. But yeah, so it's been a really, really, really lovely day. I was a bit chilly before, but now that there's like more people here for the evening, it's a lot warmer now. But yeah, I've just connected. It was really, really simple. Like, because we've got this apartment, I've literally just connected here, brought my RV pole like usual, and then like I said, we have the fridge there, so it's been really, really like really easy to do. But like I said, because I'm on my backpack now, I just feel a bit like, I don't know, just there's a lot of people and I've got a backpack on, and it's just like it's hard to push through people sometimes without whacking them in the face with a backpack. Okay guys, please ignore how rough I look right now. I haven't vlogged this trip, but basically me and Mum came to Spain from Thursday to Monday. If any of you guys don't know, but she has like an apartment, and I've come to help her like paint and just get stuff done for the apartment because she rents it out. I look so rough. Anyway, so basically this morning, this is a bit of a story time. I literally, we're about to straighten my hair because I just kind of let it like air dry and it's like really wild, and I tried to turn the straighteners on and I was like, oh, the straighteners aren't working, Mum. So we tried to plug them in somewhere else and we realised the electric were off. So we was like, oh my God, the electric's off, what are we going to do? Because obviously she rents out to guests, so it was kind of like, what we're going to do. Then we found out that the electric to the whole entire like complex was out, so it was like, oh my God. Anyway, we wanted to go out and get a bit of lunch and something to drink, so we was like, right, well, we'll go a bit further down, like, you know, like 5 minutes down the road, because it won't be on like the same grid. Anyway, turns out it's the whole, it was like, oh no, we're in, the whole like area is out, so it was like, oh my God, that's really bad. Anyway, as we were sat there, this guy that was sat next to us was like, I've just been on the phone to my friend in the Spanish government, and it's the whole of Spain, the whole of Portugal and all of France. We've had no electric all day, we've had no signal, like not even to be able to ring anyone, text anyone, like nothing. The Wi-Fi's off, everything's off, all the shops are in like pitch black. Everywhere just needed cash only, and obviously I've been panicking thinking, oh my God, luckily we're going home today, because what on earth would we do about my TPM? Like, someone is seriously looking out for us right now for the fact that we're going home today and this happens, because right now the power went off at probably about 11:30 in the morning. Okay, and right now it is off lights at 10 to 9 at night, so like we've been without it all day, and honestly we was just like low-key panicking all day. Like, I had a spare TPM with me, so we've left that in the fridge and left it shut, and we're just like gonna have to say to the next guest if we manage to get on this flight, you know, that just throw the TPN away basically, because we'd left it, you know, if we needed to come back it would be in the fridge. But I remember my home care company like telling me that if you leave if you have like a power cut, you can leave your like your fridge door shut and the fridge should stay the same temperature. But we've just been like panicking all day, like because we just, first of all, we couldn't check if there were any delays on the flight because we've had no internet, no signal, no nothing. So we've just like, we turned up to the airport so early. What time did we get here?
No Google Maps.
So we had no maps to get to the airport.
Internet.
We've had absolutely nothing. What time did we get here at?
Early.
Probably like 4 hours, 3.5 hours early. Yeah, about 4 hours early to the airport, and normally this is such a small airport in Murcia, we literally get here like 2 hours before normally. But yeah, the flights are there, and they must have a generator on because they obviously do have electric, but like none of the, like, you can't pay on card barely anywhere. We've been able to pay on card. Where have we been able to pay on card? The supermarket was able to pay on card. There was 3 supermarkets, Aldi, Mercadona and Lidl was still on, but they was all on generators, and they had like all the fridge covers on them, like you couldn't get to anything. It's just been the weirdest day ever. Like, honestly, do you know when you're just having one of them days where you're just like, what is happening? Like, genuinely, what is happening? Like, I don't know if you can see, but right over there, let me try and zoom in. How do I zoom in on this? I have to put you this way, but anyway, through there's like a whole entire choir going on, like singing, dancing, guitars. Like, honestly, can you? I don't know if you'll be able to see, but people have guitars. If you can see, there's like a whole entire like theatre performance going on in there. It's just genuinely been one of them days. But I was just saying that luckily we're going home today, because the power right now has been off for like.
You got about 2 o'clock.
No, I thought it was early. It was about 11:30.
Oh,
yeah, it was early. Because we
had to do your hair.
Yeah, we're just
With no
saying.
straighteners.
Yeah, that's how, because we thought the straighteners are broke, but by the time you're watching this vlog, like hopefully it's all fixed, obviously. But yeah, we was actually in Spain but it's the whole of Portugal. Like it's not even just like a small bit; it's the whole entire country. The whole entire country's out. We were just like as soon as it went out, honestly, we was panicking. But we were panicking because everybody else was panicking. The fuel stations were like massive queues. We were just thinking of all these options, like, right, okay, if the flights aren't going because air traffic control isn't working, we're gonna have to get home because I'm a TPN. I'd have had one extra night TPN, so I'm on it now. I'd have had tonight and tomorrow. But my battery, I need to charge my battery for my TPN, and that wouldn't last. It was actually on. I just put it on charge. Because I just disconnected, I just put it on charge and then the power went out, so I don't know how much I've got left in it. But yeah, we were just thinking, worst case scenario, we'd have had to drive home. Luckily my mum's got a car out here, so that we was like, right, okay, before everyone else starts panicking, let's go get fuel. We was at the fuel station for like half an hour, 40 minutes maybe. It's just been a strange day, honestly.
I'm amazed that the flights are on, aren't
Yeah,
they?
like how are these flights going? How is the airport on? Like, it's wild.
Thank God it is.
Yeah, honestly. But as soon as we're on the flight and up in the air, I'll believe that we're going home, because I still don't.
The planes come in.
The planes are there, but I don't know. I just still have this like feeling. So everything's gone on today. Like, it's just been a crazy day. Obviously, we don't even know what any of the updates are. The news, like, is it a cyber attack? Everyone's gone on about that it's a cyber attack. Or is it just an issue? I don't know.
We don't know, because we can't.
But we can't get on the internet. We can't get on anything. I was gonna plan. Radio stations are off. Everything. It's so eerie. It's the craziest thing. But yeah, our phones are on. My phone's on quite low battery, but luckily I have a power pack. But I've not wanted to charge my phone like with the power pack unless I've needed to. And obviously I've had absolutely no reason to go on my phone because I can't do anything. So yeah. Update you if we get on the flight and if we're in the air.
We're on the flight, but we're delayed an hour. So I don't know.
Good morning, everybody. Today is Sunday the 4th of May, I want to say. I'm just currently making myself a brew. So I've literally just uploaded the vlog of my peg tube surgery, and I've kind of just realised that I'll explain why I look like this in a sec. I've kind of just realised that over the past few weeks I've kind of like not abandoned my vlogging, but like I've just not really been consciously picking up the camera. I just feel like there's been so much going on. Like, I feel like my grief's been quite bad recently, I'll be honest with you, and I don't know if that's since starting the sertraline or, you know, kind of stuff like that, but I just don't know kind of where I'm up to with catching you up on stuff. So so just thought, let's have a quick chat this morning, let's have a debrief, let's see what's going on. I do feel like over the past few weeks my vlogs have been so random again. Like, I think because I've been so used to my vlogs being so backdated and I've had stuff to edit, whereas now, like, I have to remember I'm in real time. Like, I have to actually pick up the camera and like tell you something that's going on, not just 6 months down the line. So anyway, we went to that wedding the other week. No, first things first, my tube, I'm doing really well with it. It's healing really well. The only thing that I'm really struggling with is granulation tissue, which I've already kind of told you about, I think. That's the only thing that is kind of a bit sore, plus Blue stood on it yesterday, which really hurt. It was an accident, but yeah, so that's that. We went to that wedding the other week. That was really lovely. We was there for a full day, and I was quite proud of myself because I feel like the whole entire day I didn't have one panic attack. There was a few moments throughout the day I found myself like checking my heart rate and making sure I was still like okay, but I don't feel like I went into a full-blown like panic attack, so I'm really proud of myself for that. Another update, which I can't remember if I've told you or not, I have upped my sertraline to 100 milligram. I had like a consultation with my doctor and I was like, look, like, it's definitely helping, but I feel like I still have a long way to go, and I know it's not just going to be a magic pill, but I feel like I could be better. So I upped that. I had some side effects the first few days, but I've been on it now for about 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. And I definitely think it's helping, but over the past few days I have been quite panicky over nothing. And yeah, that's kind of set me off a bit, but I feel okay today. Feel all right. Apart from that, when I last filmed something, it was literally a few days ago when, it was like almost a week ago, 6 days ago, when we was in Spain at the airport, and I literally looked the roughest I have looked in a long time. We was panicking like mad about the fact that we might not get home, which we did, so great. That was just the most stressful day ever, and it's kind of made us rethink every time we go away, like we need a contingency plan, like what happens if, I mean, I know it was like a once in a blue moon type thing that a whole entire 2 countries lost power, but yeah, what would we actually have done if something happened like that? Like what would we do? So my mum was kind of making suggestions like, can I have kind of like an off-the-shelf bag, which is a TPN. Obviously mine's made directly for me to be put in the fridge, but you can get off-the-shelf bags, which are basically like bags that don't need to be refrigerated, but they're just generic sort of nutrition. So I wouldn't have my amount of potassium in it that I actually need, but that would allow me to go on my TPN and maybe go to hospital to get a potassium infusion. I'm not sure, but that's kind of that. Anyway, today I'm going to another wedding. Which is why I look like this. I've just fake tanned, and it's not really like me to fake tan, but when I am tanned, I feel quite nice. But I just put on this tan, and you're supposed to leave it on for an hour and then wash it off. So that's what I've just put on now. So it's not going to remain like this. But yeah, I feel like okay today. But I'm going to a wedding tonight. It's my mum's friend from work, and I'm her +1. So I have met this lady a couple of times, but yeah, I'm going with my mum as my mum's +1. So we're going to the evening do, which is later on this evening. I'll just be driving and not drinking. Obviously I had a couple of drinks at the wedding I went to last week, like two and a half weeks ago maybe. I did have a couple of drinks then, which was like the first time I've drank in a long time. I had 2 single Malibus and Coke, and I was tipsy and I couldn't drink anymore because I didn't like the feeling of like, I don't feel normal. I'm just not used to drinking, and yeah, I just didn't want to have any more. But yeah, it was really good, and like I said, I was really proud of myself for that day. So lovely weather this week. My pots has been crazy. Today my mission is tidy up, clean my car. There's just stuff everywhere. Like, since I've been in Spain, like I need to take the recycling out. Like I don't hide things on this vlog. I am not an aesthetic house girl. Like sometimes the house is a mess and that's okay, because I'm a tired girl and James is at work 24/7. So yeah, that is my really quick brief rundown of today. I'm currently filming on my phone because I have no idea where my camera is. I feel like I've got a cold. Oh, that's too hot. Yeah, so welcome to today. Bluey is outside loving the weather, and I'm gonna go clean my car. And I've already disconnected from my TPN this morning, and it is 11:15. I'm super proud of myself. So I'm starting the day as I mean to go on. See how we go. Okay guys, I'm ready for this wedding. I'm really not in love with my hair at all. And I'm gonna try and tuck this in if I can, but like I feel like I told you all a while ago, somebody once told me that tucking that in like makes it more prone to like bacteria and stuff. So yeah, I've actually got one of my mum's dresses on. You can kind of see my tube, and I keep saying it looks like a little willy. But there's nothing much I can do with it. I keep moving it to the side, and then it keeps dropping down right in the middle, so don't know what to do about that. But yeah, I've just put one of my mum's dresses on just because I didn't really have anything to wear. Ignore the mess behind me. But yeah, so I'm ready now. I'm driving us, so I've actually just got like flat shoes on. Yeah, like I said, I'm not drinking. I was actually going to go on my TPN before I went, but I've not had time. Just completely run out of time. So yeah, we're going to go there in a sec. Catch up with you later on. And also my dressing needs changing again. I've not had time to do it. But it doesn't need changing as in like, I've gone over when I'm supposed to have changed it. It's just that it looks a little bit dirty, so I wanted to change it, but I have to be all clinical and stuff, so I don't have time to do it. But I'm not going to keep this on when we go. It's just because I'm cold. So yeah, see you later.
I was quietly protective of my heart to reassure